Hello again, it's me again. So I want to celebrate the fellows again. For the past 2 days before this day, we've actually been having our fellows retreat, which is a long-standing ritual where we get all the fellows together and try and work on problems together, hash things out, commiserate, and so on and so forth. And last time we had a fellows retreat, it was, I think, in New York also in 2019. And I think there are 7 fellows or 6 fellows at that one. I'm looking to Andrew because he's nodding. His head is shiny. I can see it nodding. Yeah, so there's 6 or something fellows, and this year we had 25 researchers altogether. So I'd actually love for all of the fellows and grantees to stand up, if you can right now, just so we can all look at you and celebrate you. Yes. Yep. We even have some alumni around too, if they want to stand up as well. What I wanted to really point out is this is why our runway is so big. We just spent so much time focusing on supporting researchers, and I remember we got a fairly big grant from a foundation that we really love, and our board was thinking, what should our runway be? Should it be 6 months or 9 months or 12 months? And one of our board members said, well, when does this work matter? And we said, the work matters now. And so that's why we've grown our fellowship to this size. It's so awesome to have such a great critical mass of researchers working together, doing all this awesome stuff. So I'm actually going to, you can sit down now, sorry. I'm actually going to welcome Kristen up to the stage. We're just going to do a little debrief of the day. I actually wanted to start by sharing a moment that I heard of. Many of you were up there when we were tasting the cell-cultured salmon with the cell-cultured cream cheese. I think that's the first combo CellAg tasting, perhaps, with the mayor, Eric Adams. Yeah, that was awesome. But what happened is we actually were going to just prepare a whole bagel for him, and then they're like, maybe we should just do little bites. And so instead, Arya and I cut up little bites and shared it with the audience. Everyone was just like, oh, we really want a sample. And one of our fellows was able to nab a sample in this throng of people. And he split it up, shared it with 4 fellows, and they were able to taste it together. And I heard that some tears were shed in the process because this is a long journey for so many of us. And the fellows who are in the lab, hashing out these really hard problems, they're not always so close to the tasting facilities and the lab. So I just wanted to share that lovely moment and also maybe bring up an opportunity for all of us to share some highlights or moments from the past day on Slido.
Kind of project. Oh no, I'll stop yelling at you now. Sorry, I was I was prepared to just yell at you with the last of my voice because this is very important. Yeah. So I think the thing that we're gonna do now is we're gonna do another Slido thing, but this is sort of a reflection on what was your favorite moment of today. So similar to the moment with the fellows, which when I heard about, I also shed a tear and am struggling to not do so right now because that is a very moving moment and it's such a big moment for this field and this community. We want to hear from other folks about other moments that they've heard about or experienced today that have really sort of helped them to settle into the space and sort of into sort of the moment of what we're all doing here. And yeah, we'll happily share those reflections out. I can get started. I think some of my favorite moments have been, I've been sort of a part of this community for a long time, never directly working on CellAg, but always being really into it and really excited about it. And now I'm in this opportunity, this place at Lower Carbon Capital where I get to actually sort of back that excitement with capital for early companies that are taking big risks in the space and trying to make it so that all of us can experience this. And so getting to hear, some of our portfolio companies on stage and getting to hear people's excitement about trying Tender's product, that was really big for me. So I'm very excited about that. We're seeing a lot here. Eating cultured chocolate, like kindness. I really love kindness. Seeing everyone in person, like that, oh my gosh. That's been wild.
Knowing that I can remember people's faces after 2 years, that was good to know.
I wasn't sure. And there are some faces that embarrassingly I was like, oh, wait, hi. Nope, we've met before, sorry. Some folks already got to try the wild type salmon, which is cool, and I'm kind of jealous. Yeah, I'm pretty jealous. Hearing y'all during a scientific presentation, yes. Yes. I'm with the y'alls, and I'm with the brisket on a biscuit. I'm from the South myself. Seeing how tall people are in real life. Has anyone been surprised? Have you been surprised by how tall anyone is?
Everyone talks about how tall Leggy is. But no.
No.
Other than that, no.
Really. Yeah.
Awesome.
Oh yeah, seeing the future. That is one of the things, right? It's like it goes back to Jake's talk of saying, okay, well, we're all here trying to build the future. How are we going to do that? This is how we're going to do that with all the people in this space.
Yeah, I'll also add tasting the future. You know, when we had our first conference in 2016, it was all very theoretical. It was almost the same talk all 2 days. It was like, what is CellAg, or what do we think CellAg is, and why do we need it? And we were talking a lot about the problems of animal agriculture and why we need to shift away from that. And I feel like the programming today, like that, we've all agreed on that set of problem statements now, and we're fully into like solutions mode. And it's really cool to see how the evolution of the field has been so quick, and how we went from having these like really theoretical conference in 2016 to literally tasting many different products all in one room.
Yeah. Are y'all, who said happy hour? Are you trying to boo us off the stage right now? Really?
Maybe we should move on to the next Slido.
Yeah, we've got another one for you.
Yes.
Yeah. Go ahead.
No, please.
The next one we were going to do was to talk about, so we talked a lot. The fellows really highlighted this really well, and some other folks who talked earlier about the need for collaboration in this space. So there's the sense that there's a lot getting built, and the amount of information, I'm sure, for some of the newcomers in the crowd is super overwhelming. And so one of the things that I want to sort of anchor us in right now is this idea of like, we're all actually here participating. So I want to know what collaborations people are most excited about, or what collaborations you want to see happen. Either collaborations between people that you saw on stage today who are speaking about different pieces of this that they're trying to move forward, or collaborations that you want to participate in directly, or anything.
Yeah, what are the dream combos? Like the bagel and lox, but much bigger.
Yeah. More bagels and lox is a good one. Chicken beef.
Okay.
Okay, wait, what?
Turducken of CellAg.
Yeah, the turducken of CellAg, novel bioreactors. Cell therapy in CellAg is an interesting one.
I'd also love to see which companies would you like to see working together, or groups would you like to see partnering up?
Mm-hmm. I also saw more on climate and CellAg, and I think that's actually a really great point. The CellAg story to me is a climate story. It is about resilience. It is about food systems. It is about how we're going to feed people. I think something fun happened. But yes, CellAg and climate, definitely very timely. Fly burgers, oh my gosh. I would probably eat that. I'm going to be honest. I would eat a fly burger.
There's some good ones in there.
Yeah. CellAg wine. Interesting.
We're going to have to mine this data later.
Yeah.
Follow up with people.
Yeah, closing the carbon loop. Very interesting. Sustainable packaging and design with lab meat. I really love that one. Because that speaks to some of what came up earlier about like okay, yeah, we can talk about safety and we can talk about how it's delicious, but the experience is such a part of this. Pointing to the bagel and lox, it's the experience of eating it, and part of the experience of it is the unwrapping. It's the
Yes.
You know,
Speaking of experience, I'm surprised we didn't see like celebrities' names up there or
wow.
big established companies' names up there
Yeah.
just yet. But it could be because Chris and I are winging it and don't really know how to ask the question properly.
I know. I'm like, yeah, dream collabs. It's like, I mean, it's like who wants to see a chef David Chang Wildtype collaboration? That sounds pretty wild. Cell ag and biodiversity is really interesting. Wait, someone says Elon. I don't know if I agree with that
That's
one.
not a collab.
That's
just
not
a
a collab.
one-worder. Yeah.
That's just a listen. If you want my rants on that, you're going to have to follow me on Twitter. I'm not going to say that on stage. A lot of these are really good. I think some of the things that I'm hoping to see are, there's like the dream collabs where it's like the celebrity and the product or the actual, But I'm interested to see how folks in the crowd see themselves in this space and how y'all want to collaborate.
Oh
Drake and Isha. Okay.
Yes.
That's
Canadians. Well, while that's going on in the background, I wanted to kind of come back to this fundraising plea that we put out there. When we had our fellowship retreat these past 2 days, we had a little session where we talked to the fellows and wanted to be open with them and kind of had the town hall that we're having tomorrow, but with them. And I was so amazed that they just hopped into problem-solving mode and they hopped into the collaborations right away. And we got suggestions from fellows saying, how can we apply for grants and write New Harvest into it? Or how can we use New Harvest Network to apply for funding all together? Or how can we band together and create like a super consulting agency of New Harvest experts? And that really warmed my heart to see just the community wanting to rally together behind New Harvest. And on that topic, I was, walking around, looking at the exhibits and so on, and 2 companies came to me and they said, what if we auctioned off visits to our facilities in the closing remarks today? And so I thought, oh my gosh, an auction sounds like such a great idea. Why didn't we think of that and actually do it properly? So let's experience instead a sneak preview of what it will be next year by actually auctioning off 2 visits to 2 different companies who would be offering things to taste, I imagine. So the company that mentioned that to me, or the 2 companies that mentioned that to me, are Wildtype and VOW. Is someone from Wildtype or VOW actually here in the audience right now?
Hi.
Benny, do you want to say just a couple words of what is on offer here? We're going to do a live auction for this thing. I have no idea how it will go, but I hope it goes well.
Yeah.
Please go ahead, Benny.
Yeah, we have a number of different facilities now. We just bought a brewery. So you'll get the full tour, everything we have in San Francisco's Dog Patch, the best place. Okay. Yeah, you'll get the full tour of all of our facilities up in Dog Patch in San Francisco. And it'll include, we'll dress you head to toe in Wildtype. I don't know, coverall, cowboy hat, whatever you need. We're getting ties. We're fully swagged out, and so will you be if you win the tour. And obviously, we'll feed you well, too, with some cell ag. Salmon, definitely, but maybe some other things in there, too, depending on when the tour is. So.
Amazing.
And we're friendly people, so you're going to make a lot of friends.
That's exciting.
That's it.
And do we have someone, thank you so much, Benny, for doing that just on the spot. Do we have someone from VOW here who can put their offer on the table? Can I see them?
Yeah. I don't think I see them.
Yeah, maybe we don't. But anyway, since they're not here, I'm going to say what you're going to get. You're going to get everything that Benny suggested. So the full tour, all of that stuff. But I think they have like a few species going on. So you're going to be able to taste more than that. And I'll make sure that happens. In Australia, flights are not covered.
Yeah.
That's on you.
Flights not included. Sorry.
Yeah. So we have no idea how this is going to go, but we're just going to start the bidding, and please just raise your hand and say, I want to give this much. And let's hope this isn't embarrassing politically, socially, or whatever it was I said earlier in the day. All right, so we're going to start with maybe the wild type at $100. Very low price. Oh, we have $100 from Jennifer over here. Anyone want to go higher than $100? $150 from Sophie over there. Are you an auctioneer? I can't do the talking like that.
I know. I could pretend. Is that helpful? Could I?
Yes,
please
do pretend.
I could just try to talk really fast. I think we have what's the offer?
$1,000.
$1,000. All right.
Yeah.
Woo.
Who wants to do more than $1,000? $2,000.
All right. Let's go. We're getting started.
$2,000.
This is just the beginning.
$2,500. Oh my goodness.
Yeah. That's
we'll
actually
continue after that. No.
Yeah,
maybe
that's a great idea.
Maybe I didn't actually consult all these companies, so maybe if any other companies want to offer things to auction, we can just do that throughout the 2 days.
Yeah.
So we're at $2,500. Anything more? 3,000 back over here. Amazing. Okay, more than 3? Any of the high rollers over here?
I know. I saw your hand about to go up. You know you want to.
4,000. Wow. 4,001.
4,000.
4,050 cents. $4,005.
Perfect.
I don't. There must be rules about this. 4,500.
4,500. Okay.
Better. Wow. I did not think it was going to go this way. This is good. This is good. This is great. 4,500. Anything above that?
Are we going
once? Going twice. Sold.
All right.
Nice. Who, so Steph, can you make sure that happens?
Yeah.
Can you do that? Thank you so much.
We definitely have a plan.
Okay.
Definitely.
All right, 4,500 for the visit to Wildtype. Wow.
That's
awesome.
fantastic.
All right, now we're going to do it all over again with VOW. Remember, they are actually going to be speaking tomorrow. They work on all kinds of interesting species of animals that you probably haven't eaten, even in the non-cell cultured form. So the whole visit to VOW with the full decked out in VOW swag and perhaps a multi-species experience, starting at $100.
$100.
In Australia. Not including
flights, unfortunately, but
$100. $1,000. Yes, thank you, Erin.
all right.
All right. Anything higher than 1,000? 2,000. Thank you, Mirek. $2,000. Yes. What else? 2,500. 2,500 to eat tortoises and stuff.
I think we've got another bid.
Oh.
You're from VOW.
Yeah.
Hi.
Okay. You're at 2,500 now. Do you want to, and I promised them that you were going to do a full tour of at least one facility, deck them out in VOW gear, let them taste and experience multiple things.
Yep.
Do you want to speak to that a little bit more?
You've absolutely nailed it. So you have to come to Sydney, Australia. So that's the best. That's the first and best bit. Come, hang out, see some beautiful beaches. We'll take you through the pilot line. We'll take you through the labs. We'll take you through the new demonstration facility, which we've just signed a lease on, which is 3,000 square meters or whatever that is, 30,000 square feet. And we'll give you a sample of at least
one, if not two, totally new forms of meat. So you'll try morsel, which is our first product, which is a combination of crocodile cells and quail cells, and it's like unlike anything you've ever eaten. And we may be able to do a bit of shark fin or something else as well. So you'll try a couple of totally unique things that no one else, I was going to say, almost no one in this room has tried.
Wow.
Almost no one.
Wow.
That's got to be worth at least $5,000 to
It's
you.
gotta be at least.
Yes.
I mean, $5,000 is a bargain when you consider how few people alive on Earth in the entire history of humanity have had that experience.
And given our scale-up conversation, surely the samples themselves are somewhat expensive. So they're making a really big donation to New Harvest in doing this auction. So anyway, we're at 2,500, right?
We're at 2,500.
2,500. Anything up?
Anything?
Higher?
Somebody's got to be
2,500?
intrigued by that crocodile proposition. Come on.
And quail?
Yeah. Hybrid?
3,000. 3,000. Nice. Anything up from there?
Anybody?
3,500. Yes. All right. Anything up from 3,500?
Anyone?
4,000. Crocodile, quail. Remember, this is all coming back to New Harvest, tax deductible.
Yes.
So
It is.
it's not even really 3,500.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Or
All right.
wait, where are we?
We are at 4,000.
4,000.
We're at 4,000.
Oh my gosh, I'm giving
Hang
the money
on,
away
hang on.
now.
Don't give the 500 back. That's not what we're doing here.
Any
Anyone?
takers beyond 4,000?
Anyone?
Going once? Going
Going
twice?
twice.
Sold. Yay. Wow. That was incredibly thrilling. I really thought it was going to be like $125 or something. So that just speaks to how much we all appreciate what's going on here. And thank you so much to the companies for coming up with this like at lunchtime. And thank you all for making our first ever like live auction actually work. We're gonna have to do this again, absolutely. Leveraging all our connections. Maybe we can even get something from the research facilities next time. So thank you again to our high rollers, our bidders, for pushing that price up for New Harvest. It means so much. I think we can basically move into the happy hour.
Yes.
So thank you so much for a great day, and we'll see you all tomorrow.
And just really quickly, I want to shout out Fork and Good and Arc Biotech for sponsoring the drinks you're about to enjoy. Thanks, y'all.